Afternoon baseball from the East Bay and the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Oakland A's. It's interleague baseball on the show. Frankie Montes, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
Dexter Fowler heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder number 24, Dexter Fowler.
This is pulled into right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Crisp. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 28 on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Batting third,
Chris Bryant will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, he's been hitting over 400 in his last 10 games, but wow, that was a stinker yesterday.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Eric, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
And you know, Ross is definitely liked by the pitchers, Matt. When they're working both sides of the plate, they tend to be pretty effective when he's making the calls.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, they know they're playing on a team that has a great team ERA, so just a couple of runs can be enough for them to get victories.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, and obviously one to be careful with, as you see there, currently leading the senior circuit in long balls.
And if the power is there, this is when you expect to see it. He's right in the prime of his career and having a big year.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's get a quick glance at the Oakland A's defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Stephen Vogt is a natural-born catcher, but he's so flexible as far as the many positions that he can play. He can play in the outfield. He can play the corner infield positions. A real asset to have on the ball club.
Striding into the box, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hammers it to deep right field. Crisp ranging back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for two on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Jason Hayward will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Now a swip that one, and it's strike one.
Such a good pitch right there. That first pitch changeup. When you can tell a guy's up there all amped up to hit, use that against him.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
The 1-2 pitch. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. Three and 2 now.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Hayward takes as that pitch misses for ball 4. He'll take the walk.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Russell.
Addison Russell steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
And a ball 1-0. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And, oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
Looking to minimize the damage here, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base-on balls.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning, and I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Jorge Soler will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
The 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
The 2-1 on its way. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
He still needs one more strike, but hey, if he can get out of here only giving up 2 runs, I'd call that a win.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
In the air, out to right. On the move is Crisp. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Marcus Semien comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Athletics, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, they're starting to open up some ground at the top of the division, and when you're setting a good pace at the top, it can be frustrating for those teams that are chasing you because they start thinking, what do we have to do to make up some ground?
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Well, this is a ground ball pitcher, but what happens when you get a lot of ground balls? Well, occasionally they're going to find a hole out there for base hits. So now you've got the leadoff hitter aboard, and this is in a position where they may be thinking about running.
Coco Crisp will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded back up the middle. A bare hand for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, they need to get guys on base, so you need patience at the top of the lineup and then aggressiveness out of the middle of the order once you've got some guys to drive in.
Chris Davis will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Yeah, a great sell job behind the plate, too. He sort of gently moved that glove back over an inch or 2 as he was catching that baseball.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Montero is up with it. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
Yeah, and that's a 2-out error right here in the first inning. Now, you hate to prolong any inning, but especially the first one. Now you're going to force your guy to face another dangerous hitter in this inning when he should be relaxing in the dugout.
Mark Canha will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Here comes the first pitch. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They trail things here 2-0. Miguel Montero will stride in now. His solo home run accounted for their only score in the ballgame a night ago.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
First pitch of the at-bat. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
The batter, number 24, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Yeah, it was a nice at-bat, good way to start off the game. Probably hopes to carry it through the rest of the at-bats.
Ball inside.
And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1 out, nobody on. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Lowry. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2.
That's exactly what you got to do against a good fastball hitter. Keep him guessing and don't let him sit on the hard stuff, even in a fastball count.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Danny Valencia will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Oh, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Into the windup and the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. And I'll tell you, it almost looks like BP when he steps up to the plate, putting together another nice performance in this one, too.
Into the box now, Stephen Vogt, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. 2 sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Drilled on the ground to short. Zobrist back to first, but it's right over his head. And he's gonna make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Billy Butler steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Well, when you have a guy like Country Breakfast in the middle of your lineup, you're going to see some big bombs and timely hitting. Let's see what he can do right here.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. After several seasons in Kansas City, the team that originally drafted him, Butler, moved on to Oakland via free agency.
Yeah, his numbers kind of dwindled a bit in his last couple seasons in Kansas City, but he is a professional type hitter, and he's still definitely a threat.
And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Jed Lowry is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
swing and a liner, but foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw in time and the side is retired. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Cubs 2 and the A's nothing. Beautiful day here in the East Bay as we get a shot there of downtown Oakland and the Bay set to go here in the third. Chris Bryant is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Rocket to third. And a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
Well, this is already a 2-0 game, and now the leadoff man's on again here to start the third. We've got a chance now to really open things up early and build up a nice, comfortable lead.
At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard back up the middle. Lowry on the move. He has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first as that will end the inning. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Colin Walsh digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder, Colin Walsh.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Right to Bryant. And a rather easy first out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's always big when you get your leadoff guy on to start a game like that because that just wakes up the whole team from the very beginning.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole.
Well, I'll tell you what, he may still have a little bit of tread on those tires after all. He may be a step or two slower than when he was in his 20s, but he can still go home to first with the best of them, and he winds up beating that one out.
Chris Davis will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Stepping in now, Mark Canha, as he'll swing and hit a chopper toward the hole. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Jason Hayward is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Yeah, they tried to go inside again. I like the call, but you know, this time he was ready for it. He drives this one for a solid base hit.
Addison Russell is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, Number 13 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. In is Jorge Soler. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Walsh ranging back to the track, to the wall. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Well, this place just hasn't stopped buzzing from the last home run. Now, all of a sudden, one pitch later, you're watching another guy take a trot around the bases. That just shows you can't take any pitches off in this game.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
High in the air out to center field. Walsh is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first out.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Dexter Fowler will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. 3 runs already home here. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Valencia ranging into the outfield, and that's the second out of the inning.
I think another look here will show that this should have been ball 4. And those are the little things that start to pile up if you're not careful. You've got to have a better understanding of the strike zone there.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Trying to nibble here and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 5 and the A's nothing. Danny Valencia is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. To short, hit hard. Gloved by Russell. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
Third and final game of this 3-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. Stephen Vogt, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Hit hard to short. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Stepping in, Billy Butler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Russell's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Liam Hendricks is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Chris Bryant will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around.
Chris Bryant.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Walsh is in pursuit. He's got it 1 away.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Anthony Rizzo will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if you can put those other ABs behind him.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Crisp on the run, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Up next for the Cubs.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his second hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. You could see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Pulled toward right center field. Walsh on the move. And that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Jed Lowry will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ball game to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch on its way. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2-0.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Hit hard toward first. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting.
Well, this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Colin Walsh stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 14 doubles on the season so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
It seemed like that lead was pretty comfortable coming into the inning, but he's given up a double and now a single here to the first 2 batters, so things aren't looking so safe anymore.
Marcus Semien will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
On the ground is short. This could be two. Zobrist on to first, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
Wow, you know, it looked like they might have had a big inning brewing here with first and third to start things out. They do get a run home here, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what they had in mind.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Out a swing by Crisp as he hammers this one out to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 5 and the A's 1. Addison Russell will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Now at the plate, Jorge Soler. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Drilled on the ground to short. Simeon's there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Lifted the other way to left center. Davis on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Dexter Fowler will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Has a look, now the pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. For Montero, he's credited with double number 11 so far this year. Lifted in the air out to left field. Davis is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Will stand in to start things for Oakland in their half of the 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And the pitch. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Mark Canha will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Hit hard up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
A good job there making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Into the box, Danny Valencia, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And he lays off for ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Stephen Vogt stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Oh, tough pitch. Things just not going his way on the mound right now. 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now. 3-2. First and second now. One man out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Hayward has a play. 2 down.
And, you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Billy Butler will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. They're down 5-1. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Fernando Rodriguez will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Fernando Rodriguez.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
0-1, here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Lowry's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant will stand in. He flew out his last time up. line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Around first, heading for second now. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Oh, well, once his ball got out there, you figured it was a sure double, but he decided to risk it and try for three. It's a pretty big gamble to take when you're already in scoring position, and here it doesn't pay off.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, it's pretty obvious to me right here. First base is open following that double. I don't think they have any intention of giving him anything in the strike zone.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Lowry's got it. Throw on to Butler is in time, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're up 5-1.
Seventh inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, Jed Lowry need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Now the pitch. In there, strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Shot toward right center. Fowler is right there, one down.
You know, he's only got 2 strikeouts in the game so far, but he's really done a nice job of keeping guys off balance, and that's been the big key for him.
Colin Walsh will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Montero gathers. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Marcus Semien gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Ready on 1 and 2. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Well, this is a much easier play for a left-handed first baseman to make, especially when you're charging in like that. He doesn't have to turn his back to the play, so he gets a good gauge on whether he still has time or not, and he's able to fire on to second base in time to get that force out.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in, and he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. 2 out with the man at first. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
The 0-2 delivery. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. And that'll put an end to the inning. The A's strand 1. They're down here 5-1. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Now here's the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Grounded to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Now to the plate, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th.
Ball
2-0 now. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he couldn't help himself there as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's back to 2-1 now.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
After it is Davis, but he doesn't have a chance. It's over his head.
Nearly a great play out left. You'll see him jump for this ball and not quite be able to pull it in. That's going to get over his head and wind up a double.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. For Hayward, he's at second with his 18th double of the year. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And if he swung at that first one, no reason not to go up there again.
Got him.
And now just look at all 3 of these pitches here on show track. First one, not a strike. Not a strike, and not a strike either. Now, that's no question that it could be 3-0 right now, but instead, he's headed back to the pine.
In is Jorge Soler. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. On the ground to third. To his left, Valencia. Throw to Butler takes care of him, and that retires the side. Cubs strand 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Mike Montgomery is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Mike Montgomery.
Leading off the inning, Chris Davis. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Left fielder, Chris Davis.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hit hard back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
Mark Canha will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Justin Grimm will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Justin Grimm.
Mark Canha will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. One 0 count. Here it is. Chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike three called, and that's going to be out number one.
And you'll get a look at this here. He starts this thing right on his belt buckle, and he lets it come right back over that inside corner. That's a tough spot.
In now, Danny Valencia, as he'll take a look at ball one. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Runners on first with one down. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
A pretty good late break to this 2-2 pitch. And we'll see on swing track. He just doesn't gauge the movement very well and swings right over the top of it.
Stepping in now, Stephen Vogt. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. Russell has it. Spin throw. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 5-1. John Axford will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Miguel Montero will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, center fielder
Dexter Fowler will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. Backhanded. On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away.
How about it?
That's not an easy play down there at third base. You see him have to go to the backhand side there, looks it into his glove, and then makes that strong throw all the way across the diamond for the out.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. And that couldn't have been an easy take.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. So now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 5-1. Striding in to start the 9th, Billy Butler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Joe Smith.
New pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith. Leading off the inning, Billy Butler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
First baseman, Billy Butler.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Jed Lowry will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Grounded softly to the right. Rizzo is right there, and he is in there. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. Digging in to try it again, Colin Walsh. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And he's not quite as powerful from the left side as he is batting right-handed. So he just doesn't quite have that same pop in his bat batting lefty.
He's set, now the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. He'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off.
This ball's not hit all that sharply, and I think a lot of pitchers would have been content just to take the out at first base. But he forces it into second base, and he winds up getting his lead man.
Marcus Semien makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. He's set. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 5-1. So long from Oaktown.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago.